Alright, guys, let's begin. Everyone, hit that start button
Oh my
now.
Start to
God.
start. We will start.
Hold on.
Hit that start button
See
now.
the picture? Hold on, did you
shit.
see the
Close
picture?
the game.
Oh my God, wait, what is the picture? I'm so worried.
Hold on, look at the picture.
I can't post that.
Tell everybody what it is. Tell everybody what it is.
What is it?
It's a pussy.
Yeah? What's special about this pussy?
Well, the face is it's kind of caved in a little bit. I see a prolapse.
Ooh. Hey, Isaiah, DM that to me. I mean, I need it for research purposes, yes. Okay, so guys,
Yeah,
are you
start.
ready for a fun time today? And then for the rest of the week?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
a few lines to start off with here as we start up. Okay, so we're going to be deciding the route as we go, randomly here. So we'll all vote to decide. Let me see how many people are in here. All of your votes count once for each thing, so don't worry. Don't worry. You're all important, all of you, except me, where my vote counts 7 times, you know?
Fair enough.
All right, everyone set?
What the hell's what's going on?
Joe,
No,
did you
shut
hit
up.
start?
Shut up.
Yeah,
No.
it's still on narration.
Good.
No one
Okay,
said-
time
no
to
one
begin.
started reading.
Okay, well then hold your fucking horses then.
Nay.
I say nay to that seat.
I drank some agua, now I'm ready. A light breeze. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. This is a popular retreat for a couple in the summer. The decadus trees provide a beautiful green canopy. Far out the sight, teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe into the cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in the cold.
Hey, just how long am I expected to wait here? Anyways, I'm sure it says 4 p.m. Fuck.
My lips slipped between the pages of my math book. While I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker. But at least this way shows a bit of an initiative. As I ponder the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. Residual burp. The snowflakes silently fall from the white painted sky, are the only sign of the time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Who's gonna be that?
Hisal, you came?
No, but I will eventually. A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a bit. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than eavesdropper to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. I black out in white. Oh. I don't even know how to say that.
See, it's supposed to be Iwanako, but
Hey, I want to fuck. I got a note telling me right here. It was yours?
Damn it. I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic.
hey, someone else take this line. Let's do this randomly. Carter,
Somebody
go!
just take the initiative.
Carter, go! You've got this.
Okay, sure. Yes! I asked a friend to give it to you! That note! I'm glad you got it!
Oh my god, that voice. I fucking love it. A shy joyous smile makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. I white out again. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Here it comes.
Oh no!
Oh.
My heart is pounding now, as if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for itself.
Why?
I'm getting a boner and it's hurting.
So here we are, out in the cold.
Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. I don't know what that other word is.
The cacophonous.
The cocoon noise is music to my ears. Waka Waka flinches ever so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder, and my cock as well. My throat is tight. I doubt I could even force a word out if I tried.
Hey, Martin, you go.
Birdie!
If you go out with me.
Oh my god. I stand there motionless, safe in my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond the breaking point.
Hey, Kyle. Oh, Kyle's dead. Hey, Tom. Oh, never mind. Perfect.
I reach up to try to massage my throat, but this only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms.
Hey, Kyle.
Peace
One more.
out.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, there it is. My whole body freezes, save for my eyes which shoot open in terror. My boner is coming to life. Oh.
Kyle still, because it's still the same word.
That is good. Beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at my knees. That's not me. Somebody else read that.
Well, you know they
conscious
get
here.
really giant like this, right, Isaiah?
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay, I guess I'll go. The
Right
world
around
around
me.
me. Oh.
Canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky. I want to kill myself running towards me. All these fade to black. Last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help at the incessant clatter of the branches above. Yeah.
Yeah, that.
That was good. That was
Beautiful.
good.
Who's ready for animation?
Animation!
Animation!
Yay!
Oh shit, there goes the budget.
See, my favorite is when it goes CGI because they didn't have enough budget for Hanako.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh.
CGI is always great.
Like every other cutscene is
going into my
literally-
blood.
Like every other cutscene is literally animated like this.
What
But
was
the
that?
fucking Hanako one is goddamn CGI and it spins around for some reason. I don't even know. Also, hello, Dognote. How are you doing? By the way, guys, this is our moment to just shoot the shit, say whatever we need, and then it'll be when we
That's my enema.
swap to
That's
the
my
next
enema
day.
right there. My enema is right there. Do you see it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they removed the bullet
over.
from my ass.
Should I get another bowl of
Oh,
rice?
is that V? Oh, no.
You could real fast if you want to. Because it will be a minute. These are the opening credits.
Can we not skip them?
We can. But I figured we'd
we
want to
decided
actually
to-
go through these. Like, this one here takes a
Yeah,
little bit,
right.
and then...
Kyle's over there giggling to himself, so I don't know if he's ready.
I think he's talking to Sam.
I'm not. They moved into the kitchen.
Oh, that's Joe. Never mind.
I accidentally hit skip.
Don't worry.
Are we all at skip or what's happening?
Are we at, it's been 4 months since my heart attack?
Yes, I am there.
It's
Okay.
I'm there too, excuse me.
It's been 4 months since my heart attack. I'm laying in a stinky bed. This whole time, I can probably count the times I've felt this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is pretty... Okay.
Jesus.
Epic. 4 months
Big
is
gamer
a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I've had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arrhythmia. A strange word. A foreign, alien one. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition because of the heart. What? What the fuck? It can't be fatal. Apparently, I've had it for a long time. They said it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. I love that I can just hear him. Just fucking let's listen to Sam for 3 seconds.
Jeez, Sam.
Fucking just start speaking, friend. Shoot your shit.
Go on, Sam.
Oh, now you want to be quiet. Damn, dog. Get your fucking spaghettios and go to your room.
Man.
This is really a miracle. I guess it was supposed to make me feel better. More appreciative of my life. It really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents think we were hit harder by the But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get-well gifts began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that only reason I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came by on a regular basis. Fucking that lady was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital. It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses feel so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry. They have a million other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in the straightforward way, but told me to wait to see if the treatment and surgeries worked. How do you how do you fix arrhythmia with a surgery?
I would think a pacemaker.
Yeah,
that is also
that's true.
thing.
Probably a pacemaker.
Right.
So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries left on my chest slowly change its appearance over time, thinking of it as some kind of omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answer shows that there's at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I liked reading, and I think I became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands, but I loved the stories.
Oh my.
That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some sort of gooey mass. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. A week would go by without me really noticing at all. Sometimes I'd pause in realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crush my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside just to lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today,
The true tragedy.
the day the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've last seen them, Both of them are sorts of dressed up. Is it supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There is this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time sorting his papers, then setting them aside as if to make a point on the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed, next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment.
All right, question. Is
Meester,
Bakaneko
meester.
here?
From what?
Oh, if you're here. Hey, Bakaneko. You remember that old doctor that used to, well, the nurse that used to play the vodka?
You want me to be a Russian vodka guy again?
Yeah, for this
Yup.
guy.
I just want you to reprise that role for doctor.
So, am I doctor or nurse?
Just
you're
doctor for now,
doctor.
friend. Because doctor's not going to come back.
Yeah, doctor won't come back, but you'll be librarian later.
Liberian.
Hello, son. How are you today?
I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him.
I believe that you can go home now. Your heart is stronger now, and with some precaution, you should be fine. We have all your medication sorted out. I give your father the vodka.
Thank you, sir. Oh,
The doctor hands me a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. Who wants to be my dad? Who's my dad?
It was Martin last time we did this. Oh, never mind. Martin is.
My dad, I love you, Dad. I take it from his hand. I take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? I white out and die. Oh.
Warfarin.
The
Insomnia.
absurdly long list of medications
Erectile
start back at me.
dysfunction.
From the paper seems
Cardiac arrest.
insurmountable.
Cardiac
They are all blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane.
Clinical depression.
The side effects, adverse effects,
Osteoporosis.
contraindications, and dosages are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it is futile.
10 milliliters.
I can't understand any of it, attempting only to make me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day.
I'm afraid this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that list fade over the years.
Yes. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all.
So I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school.
You're right. You've talked to my daddy.
What? We did. Now, son, please calm down, Sal. Listen to what the doctor has to say.
Okay, daddy, I love you, daddy. Calm down. The way he says it tells me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows is ignored.
We all understand your education is paramount. However, I
Warner
don't
Brothers.
think that it's wise for you to be without more vodka.
Oh.
At least not until we're sure that your vodka is suitable. So, I've spoken to your parents about a transfer.
My dad.
It's a school called Yamaku Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students.
Disabled? What? Am I?
He means retarded.
Oh. Thank you, daddy. Thank you, daddy. Daddy,
It has a 24-hour nursing staff, and only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. A majority of the students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence and help keeping vodka nearby.
Independence. It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise the fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital being nearby a selling point.
Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I will be able to, homeschool you on the count of the incest.
Daddy, I spit up on my pants, Daddy. I spit
No. We went out there, and we had a couple We went out there and we had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you'd like it.
Daddy, bounce me on your knee, Daddy.
All right, you ready?
Thank you, Father.
Look at you go.
It looks like I really don't have a choice. I love this narrative of this doctor trying to explain the situation, and these two are just bouncing him on his knee.
Compared to your other heart problem, people in your condition usually tends to live long life with vodka. You need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education.
This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity.
Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school. Well, it's not the same one.
I'm excited that I'm bouncing on Daddy's knee.
Boy.
Oh, Daddy. Daddy, I'm gonna throw up. Stop. Stop.
A special school.
Burp the
That's
baby.
an insult. That is what I want to say. It's a step down.
It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way.
Oh.
It's geared towards it's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another.
Daddy, I need help with my pinky. It fell on the floor.
Your father's right. And many of the gratitude of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in the hospital is a gratitude.
I don't care.
I want to say graduate, but I'm like, no. He has to say gratitude.
A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. But what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out or something now. Something about how I can go back to school anyway. But no, I don't say anything. The fact that I know now is futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? Non-existent, I would imagine. As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. That is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something. Even if it's a special school, it's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just reassign myself to thinking that, at the very least, I will try to see what my new life will look like. I fade to white.
I think this is your coming scene.
Alright,
Kind of fades to white.
Daddy made me come on his
So
knee.
we begin?
Everybody got super embarrassed.
Alright, so that's it for me, right?
Chapter 1.
Act 1.
Is that it for
Not
the
yet,
doctor?
actually. You have more stuff later, because you are librarian.
No, he means with
Yeah,
doctor.
but I mean the doctor.
Oh, doctor? Yeah, doctor's done.
Alright, I'm
Doctor's
gonna go clean
basically
up now,
is
and I'm gonna
dead.
I'm gonna pop open the cold one.
Got it.
The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, the gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wrought iron, and grey plaster assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wondered if it looked like what a gate from a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck in thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace. That felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good.
Don't have a heart attack.
Okay.
Don't have a heart attack.
There's foreshadowing.
So I walk towards the main building of Ham Sandwich Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't feel like kind of a grounds of a school would have, more like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and a smell of fresh-cut grass, and all of the pork-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. This nigga talks. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I was told this is my new school in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. It's like, okay, just fucking go inside. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me
Probably
wish I
because
was...
you're outside.
Probably.
I'm not sure if I should just do like.
It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having these feelings that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that operating rooms are painted green because the green is calming color. So why am I feeling
It's not a creative color.
Despite all that greenery. Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, and with this realization set in my head, I opened the front door.
Finally.
Finally. A tall man with a bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical.
Kyle, that's you.
Oh, Kyle! You must be Niki.
Don't call me the N-word, please. Nike, yeah, it's Nike.
Just do it.
So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome.
We exchange.
And I hope you leave soon.
Me too. I exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. Except he doesn't.
The
He
head
just stands
nurse
there.
asked for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that. I also lost my vodka.
I know a doctor that can actually help you with that. Oh, should I go later? Should I?
Yes.
Margarita.
Afternoon is fine. We should get going and find me some vodka and get that doctor.
You don't sound drunk.
The rest of the class should be waiting, though.
Waiting for
You
me.
know, with all that vodka, I was expecting him to sound more drunk.
Waiting for me. I don't really like being at the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what it is waiting for me makes me feel nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the class?
All right, guys.
Uh-oh.
First choice.
Oh.
First choice. All right. Head count. Who the fuck is here? Do we have all 9 of us?
No, I'm not here.
Yes.
I am.
I'm not here.
I like when one
I wish I
person
was.
says,
Here?
yes, we are all
Okay, Joe
here.
is here.
I've decided this.
All right. Okay. So everyone vote. Who says? Actually, one by one. What is your call?
I say
Starting
yes.
With Bakaneko.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so that's a okay. Martin.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Joe.
Why?
Okay. Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay. Carter?
Whomstative.
I'm assuming that means why.
I thought so
Yes.
too.
Wait, me?
Yeah, what's your vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Leo Soren, what's your vote?
Eh?
I'm assuming that means why. Hey, Isaiah, what's your vote?
I want to say yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm just gonna say why, but we have a resounding yes for yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah, of course it
That
is.
is our
baby.
choice.
Cut it out.
That's
yeah,
your introduction.
yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? I mean, that's how you. I don't know. Oh, somebody needs to leave. Somebody's car's outside.
I'm sorry, that's my car is trying to get my attention. Damn car, shut the fuck up!
Hey, Kyle, you there?
Maybe that was his car.
Yeah.
Oh, of
Alright.
course.
Alright, drunk
But not
teacher.
everyone likes to be the center of attention.
I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one that gives the first impression of myself.
I mean, you're right, but it's no problem. I'm all right. I'm fine.
Let's go then.
I'm excited.
What the fuck is that?
What?
His heart.
That was my
That's
heart
Martin's
getting.
stomach.
That was me. That was
No,
my.
that's his heart.
That was my heart getting excited. My
Why
heart
your
is
arrhythmia
pounding in my
talks?
chest, and it keeps me from thinking
Martin,
about my
stop dying.
condition as I followed the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked with a classroom for class 3-3. Moto Plotu opens up the door and enters. A freak
Good
stands at
morning,
the end of the
everyone. I'm
hallway.
Moto Poto.
I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot, looking at that disgusting creature at the end of the hallway. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that. But there is